Well, right now I'm feeling great because I won the World Handball Championship in the past year, and I won the Euro Tour also. So at the moment I'm feeling great. I'm happy with my game and can't wait to play the Matchroom event.
We are really good friends. We had some practice sessions together already in the past. We go for dinner probably after this interview, so yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Well, this is one of the biggest tournaments I could make a big dream come true.
He's playing fast, he's playing good, so it's like a different strategy you have to play against him.
We're looking forward to this matchup. Carl Boys is still in the commentary booth and he's now alongside Alex Lely.
A big matchup here between the Austrian Albin Ouschan, the seeded player. No, that's not true. He beat Jeff De Luna in round one. Joshua Filler, the reigning world champion, being the seeded player. The last 3 occasions where they met on the big podium was in the China Open, the World Championship, and in the European Championship 10 ball. And on all 3 occasions, Filler beat Ouschan and got the title. So Ouschan looking to get one back on him.
First rack, Albin Ouschan break.
We have 2 players here who play completely different styles of the game, but both world 9-ball champions.
And former MVPs in the Mosconi Cup. And friends, and I must say, during their warm-up session in the past hour up in the practice room, they didn't look that focused. I saw many shots go astray.
Not a bad break off there. There you see cue ball kicked up table. Does he play safe or does he go for the bank?
It's a very makeable bank. With the safety, an even higher percentage. Make the bank, you win the rack. It's a value bet. Oh, that's a big mistake there. It's all right to duck, but make it stick. Leakage there. 1 ball exposed. First shot for Filler on this table. It's his first match. And overall, the seeded players have been mostly losing their match. Niels Veijen beat by Alkady. Hanyu beat by Van Boning. Copenhagen beat by Pegulayan. Shaw beat by Kachi. Yushishin beat by Edwards. The only seeded player to go through has been Kazakis.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat. I've noticed Joshua Filler is not playing with the carbon shaft.
No, he's gone back. Beautiful player to watch, beautiful rhythm, very instinctive. For me, he's the European answer to Earl Strickland, like he played in the 90s. Plays like a savant. Doesn't seem that he needs to aim.
Yeah, and he's got off to a really good start in the Mosconi Cup race. He's currently top of the European rankings. You know yourself, Alex, when you've won a big tournament, the game seems relatively easy after that for the next few weeks or months.
In 1 rack to nil.
Not a convincing break-off shot, though.
No, he broke very moderately. Just a pop.
And the 9-ball was tracking towards the corner. It didn't get kicked.
That'll be interesting later on, because there's some distance between the pocket, the rails, and the 9-ball. First the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then needs to set himself up straight on the 5-9. You know, I would have liked to be on the other side of the 2-ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to go 3 rails in between the orange and the brown ball. That's 1, 2. Misjudged, but it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that bump on the 5-ball has made the future combination, the 5-9, that bit easier. In his opening match against Jeff De Luna from the Philippines, Albin didn't look super comfortable, especially in the beginning of the match, but he was very solid and clinical. Just like now.
So the useful nudge on the 5 has helped him in this rack with an easy combo.
Yeah, makes it impossible to miss combination. A drive break by Joshua Filler. And Albin opens his account in his second round match at the 26th World Pool Masters. Albin, the junior of the two. Him and Kachi and Gorst, very young. They have a chance to become the youngest winner of the World Pool Masters. In the history of the World Pool Masters, Daryl Peach, and we have to go back to the 90s. Daryl Peach was 23 years when he won the title.
One thing's for certain, I'm not sure we'll get a younger world 9-ball champion than Wu Cha-Ching at 16 years of age.
15.
Was he 15?
15 when he won. He won it in the same year, the 9-ball title and the 8-ball title. But he was 15 when he won the 9-ball and 16 when he won the 8-ball.
Wow.
Pia Filler in the grey jacket. She manages Joshua Filler. They travel together. And she plays pretty sporty as well. Has represented Germany at the World Championships.
Rack number 3.
Did you say she
Albin
manages
Ouschan.
Joshua Filler?
Yeah, she takes care of the managerial part of his pool career.
But she's also his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're married, right? You missed that stat.
Third rack. Break for Albin. Now that's a break.
Yeah, that's
Made sure to not underhit that.
Yeah. I think moving forward in this match, Joshua needs to change his break from his first effort. Now this is a funny little situation we've got here. Does he play the bank? He's already turned one bank down, hasn't he?
Yeah, but this is sitting way more difficult than...
No, Alex, fire the bank in. Shoot the lights out. Come on. Let's go.
All in.
All in.
Well, Joshua Filler is a very good bank pool player. Albin, not a specialist by any means.
What's he playing then? If he's not playing the bank, is he going to try and go behind the 9? Is he going to try and combo the 4? He's playing the bank, and he should have played it in the first rack.
Yeah. Good shot. Not only do you need to hit the 3 ball on the right spot, but also you need to be very precise on the cue ball. A wee bit of left or right spin and it'll throw the 3 ball off course. Needs to make that spin bite in the ball and then in the rail. Good shot. Good shot. Played with a lot of conviction. That was a great shot on the 4.
Yeah, very positively struck.
Now a draw shot off of the 6, and we've seen on numerous occasions players ending up short, not getting enough juice and acceleration on the ball. We'll follow through here.
Well, he certainly didn't under it that one, did he? You could see that flew all the way back.
Trace of right spin, I suspect, the cause of the deviation of the cue ball, a bit too much towards the 7. This is tricky because if he plays it plain ball, double speed, cue ball will track towards the 9.
And he's hit the 8. And it doesn't look the worst of nudges.
Play it soft, spin the ball with left. Good job there. Wobbly, the 8 ball. And the whole run out. His draw shot from the 6 to the 7. Cutting the 7 in with the rest and hitting the 8 ball. But he gets it done, and that's what's most important. He takes the lead. He's up 2-1 in his race to 7, and we'll take a short break, and then we'll be back with the 4th rack in this second round match. 2-1 for the Austrian. Ouschan against Filler, and in the opening rack the Austrian refused to go to the bank, opted for the safety, but it leaked out, left it wide open for Filler, who took the lead. But then later in rack 3 he banked successfully, and that doubled his lead. He's now up to 1 with the break in rack 4.
Leading 2 racks to 1.
as we get to look at the Albin Ouschan break again. It's some very good on the break. Now you see, cue ball parked, balls pocketed.
3, and there the 5 ball makes 4. And that deserves applause. Very powerful, very cleanly hit. Textbook perfection.
And how do you like these splits, Alex?
It's almost too easy. Good view there of his warm-up strokes. His pause on the cue ball and then that slow, deliberate backswing. Very complete player. Very sound technique. A good temperament. And a very good moving game. And moving game being the defense. Safeties and kick shots. One of the best for me, at least from Europe.
Both of these players have not only won the World 9-Ball Championships, both have won the China Open 9-Ball Championships, another big major in our game. Both players MVP winners.
Still good. Took a lot of time getting ready for the shot. Expect him to go double speed. He's not cruising. He's working. It's a break and run for Ouschan.
Rack number 5, Albin Ouschan to break, leading 3 racks to 1.
So 4 balls down on his previous break. Nice. Mayday, mayday for Joshua Filler. Because this man, Albin, has found his break, has found his speed. And he's not running out with fluency, but he's running out. Now one good shot needed here. The opening shot from the 1 to the 2 would set him up for another run out.
Yeah, this type of shot where you're drawing full length of the table, very difficult to judge. You can kind of go anywhere.
Yeah, maybe there's a slight angle on the 1, which would enable him to play it with topspin. But that's a more difficult shot to pocket the ball with. Now set up for a 2-9 combination, but he's not committed to playing this. I mean, it's a very difficult one, and he has safety options.
No.
Maybe he'll try Kachi. Send it 2 rails.
2 unbelievable flukes from Clenty Kachi earlier today.
Extension called.
Wow, would you attack this? I don't like it.
No, you saying chip off it and try and get the cue ball in behind the 6.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, overcut it.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to try and play that as well as a 2-way, but it's not easy.
2-railer to the side. Learning some new shots today. Well, he made sure, intentionally or not, to miss it on the correct side, slowing down that 2 ball.
I kind of don't blame him for having a go at that, but I can see your point, Alex.
This is a tough shot for Filler. Object ball being very close to the rail.
Extension called.
Having lost and having been seated, 3 racks on the spin. His first shot in 20 minutes. And he's getting a rub of the green here. A fortunate roll, leaving the cue ball on the rail.
Yeah, as you said, he were in a bit of a tricky position there, weren't he? I think he just played it with topspin to keep the cue ball down this end. And then you see the little extension on the butt end of Albin's cue.
Oh. Oh, that's a nice one. Even though it's very difficult, this angle on the 3, from where he was and how he needed to play it, it was a masterful shot.
Yeah, as you said, he's not perfect on this 3. Now he can chop it across the bottom rail. And it's gone. Not perfect again, because he caught the 7 ball.
For me, this 5 for me is harder than the 3 ball that he made. A thin cut along the rail. For me, the rail helps me to aim the shot.
Where's this 5 going? Oh no. It's not nice to see, I must admit. You watch your opponent miss the ball by an absolute mile. He actually flicks the cue ball and sends it in the top pocket.
He made a mess, but comes out smelling like a rose. Still a tester, this. It's missable.
Now then.
Filler will get back to the table, I expect.
Yeah, I don't believe he can cut this in the side. And he certainly can't cut it up the rail.
Now, playing a very subtle draw shot behind the 9, I don't like that. Because you need ice water veins to play that shot. Tried something different. Tried to play the object ball. Protect that 7 in the middle of the short rail.
I'm going to stick my neck on the line and said another bank shot.
Yeah, he could have played a bank even with safety.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was so
But
difficult.
At least then he would have put his eggs in 2 baskets. Good shot.
Yeah, Albin Ouschan has not made the most of fluking the 5 ball. And he's let Filler get back into this match.
So losing 3 on the spin. Now surviving a scare after the fluke on the 5. Still manages to win the rack and gets to break. In an attempt to level the score, here is the cut shot on the 3. Collision with the 7, leading to a difficult position on the 5. I'm surprised, Carl, how some of these touring pros who travel the whole year round don't have a thermo shirt in their suitcase wherever they travel, because it's going to happen. It's going to be cold, it's going to be warm.
Yeah, I mean, Albin's obviously sporting a kind of Under Armour type long sleeve. Most players are, but as you said, Filler's not. He looked a bit shivery there as well.
Rack number 6.
Now he's going to power up his break for sure.
Trailing 2.
Try and
3
copy
racks to 2.
Albin's speed. Nothing down. What's going on? What's going on? 2 dry breaks. Corner ball has been flying in. Players on average making between 1.1 and 1.8 balls on the break. Joshua Filler, till now, gets nothing.
I don't understand why he did a cut break there, though. He's watched Albin break, park the cue ball, and balls are flying in from all over, so why not do the same break? That might tell me he hasn't got that break in his locker.
Still nodding his head, Filler. Albin wants to play the 2 and the 3 to the same pocket. Doesn't want that cue ball to arc too much because of the topspin. He's not as cold-blooded as he was in the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, slightly under hit. So this is a little thin
Extension
one.
ball.
It's a tricky little shot, this one. It's very thin. Natural sort of path to stay on the 4. That's a good shot.
Nice recovery shot. check the cue ball or come around. Discontent with his position. He'll put an extension on, he'll be able to reach it.
Alex, why do you think he's not too happy with that shot?
Well, because he's not perfect, he's a perfectionist.
I just think he's over milking it. He's talking himself out of it. It's like he wants to make a mistake. Just spin the ball around anywhere in the middle of the table, you're out.
He's a perfectionist, and nowadays, last 3-4 years, you know, he's an heralded champion. He's a world champion.
Yeah, but
you should have seen him
perfect.
6-7 years ago.
Listen, I played him 6-7 years. I know what it was like. The cue were getting thrown around the room. He was booting the table.
Yeah, like Rodney Morris used to say it. He looked like he swallowed a cat when he was playing pool. So the second dry break from the German Joshua Fehler. And a run out from Albin Ouschan to double his lead. He's going 4-2-2. He's making hard work of it. But he can't complain, and we can't complain being here under the rock in Gibraltar, witnessing the performances of all these elite pool players in the 26th World Pool Masters. Rack 7 after the break. We'll be back shortly.
Rack number 7, Albin Ouschan to break, trail leading 4 racks to 2.
The penultimate clash in the second round. For a place in the quarterfinals, the two stalwarts battling it out. Fehler trailing 2-4, not necessarily playing poorer than Albin. But a dry break twice has cost him. But this time a dry one for Albin, but a very difficult layout for Joshua Fehler.
Not sure what somebody from the crowd was shouting out there, but Joshua gave a little laugh.
I said a very difficult layout. We have the 4-6 that he needs to play for. And later on, a somewhat difficult 9-ball. Off of the 3, he could still decide to go into the 4 and 6.
One thing he doesn't do, he doesn't hang about, does he? He just gets on with it. And he's missed all balls there.
Yeah, hitting the 4 or hitting the 9 would have been good.
Now he does have a possible combo, but there's distance, there's a big angle. It's not easy.
No. Needs to finesse it.
Extension
Or
call.
power it and go back and forth with the cue ball. Needs to hit this very flush.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Nicely done. That deserves him the rack. If, of course, he maintains control over the cue ball. Killer filler, they call him.
You're not going to hear many beeps when Joshua Filler's at the table, put it that way.
He's a bit straight here on the 7. Makes it difficult to get that cue ball on the line of the 9 and 8.
Big power draw. Lands on the right side of the 8 this time.
Now, if he goes forward 2 rails, he'll come awfully close to the side rail. Less margin for speed, but he has played this not to near perfection. This is absolute perfection in a heartbeat. Pow. A drive break by Albin responded with a lot of thing for the Spanish fans that David O'Cady in the first match of today managed to beat the holder, the defender Niels Vijen. So he'll be, David O'Cady, up against Van Boning tomorrow in the quarters.
That's a better hit. Makes the 1 ball in the side. First glance, Alex, it looks like he's got a 2-4 combo. Pretty easy.
That 4 is sitting nicely. Difficult to miss the combination. Needs to roll it softly. Why does he not like it? Because the cue ball will be fast. He can spin it. Now the 2 ball ending up so close to the rail. If he would opt to play it with topspin, after the short rail, topspin would slow down the cue ball.
Beautiful shot.
Well, it did slow down, but he played it Mach 5. What a player. What a player, this man. Little angle. Too little, possibly to punch it into the long rail. He'll draw back.
Little bit shy of pace.
Yeah. We've seen that 15, 17 times today.
Can he hold it, or does he have to go around the world? I think he can spin it with right and hold it, or will he play it with left off a couple? Maybe high of left centre pocket, come round the table.
Extension call.
He can play it soft with check side, but it's not a nice way to play the shot. It's a very feeble hit.
Yeah, I
He's
think
looking for something more positive.
Yeah, he's got into that well, hasn't he?
Sweet.
Times the ball lovely.
Now same thing. He could play it soft with a bit of left. Rather like this. It's a nicer hit. Feeling is understanding. That's how he has learned to play this game. And he is stuck to playing the game like that. Mesmerizing display in the 8th. Evenly poised this match. Starting as a race to 7. Now a race to 3. Still no corner ball finding a pocket. The 1 ball did go in, but
Push out, Paul.
the lowest numbered ball, being the 2, is blocked by the 8. Vivian Roscoe confirming that the push out is called. So a bit of tactical play now. And from here, Albin comes in with the option to play or to give back. He has the 5 and 9. That could work for him. Hitting the 2 ball on the left or on the right side. Wouldn't be a killer safety.
Speed tells us straight away he's playing safe. Not happy he's at the 5 ball.
It was difficult to play a winning safety there. So good push out by Joshua Filler. Was a push out to a nothing shot.
And now Joshua plays the kind of obvious safety. Obviously hitting the 2 ball is not going to be difficult. Alex, are you trying to make this in the side?
No, I would try and hit a half ball on the 2. Sending the 2 past the side pocket. Aiming towards the middle of the short rail on the right. It's not unthinkable that the cue ball will track towards the 9. Good hit.
I don't believe he played it that thin though.
No, he's playing, you know, he's playing a half ball hit. Or the cue ball or the 2 ball. If he plays the shot 10 times, he'll save it more than 50% of the times, I believe.
Joshua didn't have many options there, did he? So it was important he got a good 2 ball, which he did.
Yeah, very good. What's your shot here? Whatever you do, if he tries something thin, it's difficult to hit it thin enough to hold the 2 ball there.
He might just bank the 2 ball back up in between the 4-9 for distance. No, he's hit that really well, to be fair. Nice and thin.
somewhat nicer angle now for Filler. He can bank the 2-ball back towards the 9.
Very attacking player though. Not this time. Needs to miss the 4 and he has.
No, I like his speed. I like his speed and he likes it too.
Yeah,
Encouraging that 2-ball to move on.
Yeah, because he didn't want to leave dead combo of some sort, which he hasn't.
He's in a jam, Albin.
I think he might be able to get through the gap, you know.
Oh yeah. A window of opportunity.
Cue ball, thin off the 2, back up table for distance. Hit it too fat, hence the cue ball staying down table.
He's very expressive at the table, Joshua Filler, which helps us to recognize quickly if a ball goes or not.
Yeah, and from a slow start and a pretty good start from Albin, Filler has kind of turned this match around. What I like about Filler is he plays on instinct. The first shot he sees, he plays. And usually by a rule of thumb, the first shot you see as professionals is usually the right shot, isn't it?
Yeah, very inspirational.
Extension called.
Extension called. Not that he needs it.
It's good to see though, because he knows it's a big shot. So there's no value in rushing it.
Very thick in the pocket. So from 3-1 down, he fights back and now Mounts takes the lead and he's up 5-4, needing only 2 racks. He'll be breaking after the break. When we get back in Victoria Stadium, where Joshua Filler has taken the lead.
Rack number 10, Joshua Filler to break, leading 5 racks to 4.
Joshua Filler in rack 9 did make a ball, but he had to play a push out from there. Safety battle followed, which he won. He's now up 5-4, and again doesn't get any wind in the sails, so to say.
Push out called.
This is a more difficult push out with the 1 ball ending so close to the corner pocket.
Yeah, where do you push to here?
Well, if he leaves it near the short rail in the lower left-hand corner, he'd leave a cut on the 1 with a very, well, not a very, somewhat difficult position to the 2. Actually, that's not difficult enough, I think.
Yeah, he's kind of going to try and push out and leave the gap in between the 9 and the orange 5 ball. That way, hopefully, he doesn't leave an easy, thin pot. And I think that's fairly successful.
Ooh. I know, I'm sure Filler is going to attack the 1 if Albin were to give it back. Hit it into the 6. Big chance of making it 1.
Yeah, into the side pocket. That's what Albin's having a look at now.
Yeah, I mean, Filler is, you know, typical left-handed instinctive risk taker. Albin Ouschan, more a risk-avoiding type of player. But the fact that Joshua Filler is so, sometimes because of it, you're committed to attacking the shot because you can't leave it to Filler.
I fully agree, Alex. He knows that. He knows Filler's going to have a go at that shot, so he's decided he's going to play it himself. He's trying to make the 1 ball in the side pocket where the 3 ball is. There you go, perfection. What a shot.
Yeah, good job. Filler was in a tight spot. Hadn't necessarily played too easy of a push out. Was just in a difficult position.
Big rack this one now for Albin to stop the rot.
Needs to go forward. Would like to be straight inish on the 5. 6 and 7 to the same pocket. Or not. Has an angle to get to the left side of the 7.
Almost seems like an eternity, because Filler is so fast at the table.
Yeah, it plays with your perception of time. I remember I've played a lot against Tony Drago. You know, funny things happen in your head.
Yeah, I think Tony Drago might actually be faster than Filler.
100%.
And this simple 9 ball will make this match a race to 2.
Leveling the score, going toe-to-toe. Albin Ouschan takes the 10th. Joshua Filler needs to be mentally strong. I suspect he feels like he's not getting the rolls in this match. 2 dry breaks. On 2 occasions, he did make a ball, but he had to play a push-out. What a neatly executed run out by Albin Ouschan after that spectacular shot on the 1. Using the 6 and 3 as sideboards. This is the penultimate match in the 2nd round. The last match of today will be between Skylar Woodward and Fyodor Gorst. USA versus Russia. Just like Filler and Ouschan, they are more friends than foes, but they will battle it out on the TV table.
Yeah, I'm sure Skylar feels like he's been here forever. Last match on, yet to be seen.
Yeah, I had a little chat with Skylar, and he's not too bothered by the jet lag. He told me he went to bed at 2:30 and managed to sleep till 10:30, so that's all good. Don't underestimate that. So Filler will have his fingers crossed, hoping for a bit of misfortune for Albin on the break.
But he will also know Albin has been breaking pretty good. He's been parking the cue ball in the middle. Every time but that one. You could see there.
Welcome to the commentator's booth, Carl.
Yeah, every time I say something, it just doesn't happen. Comes right across that one.
But does have a shot though on the 2.
Yeah, still makes quite a lot of balls, doesn't he?
Why is his cue on the 2nd diamond? That would mean that he's playing the 2 to the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest as well. I don't know. It's one of them, you need to be behind it, don't you,
Call.
Alex? You're not really going to get a good view of the middle pocket from sat where we're sat, are we? And he knows playing it into the top, you've got a little more room for error. And he's definitely playing it in the top.
It's a smarter shot. I still think I'd go for the side pocket, even though that's not the smarter shot.
I'm with you. I think I'd go side. But maybe he's also thinking, can he get safe as well if he misses? I don't know. He's overdone it, and that was the problem. Yeah, I don't know. We could see he's thinking, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's his indecision that makes him miss, because a player of his caliber is not going to miss, you know, that wide because of technical inability.
Filler under hit and 6 ball may cause him some slight issues.
Doesn't need to do a whole lot with the cue ball, and that's what he's looking at right now. If he punches over across table, he can have a longer shot on the 5. But he'll see enough of it.
Brilliant shot, though.
This angle. Drag it, 1 rail, or come out 2 rails. Hitting low on the cue, is going 2 rails. Again, it underhit it somewhat. 5% harder, and the draw would have bit more. Would have been on the right side of the 6.
Again, under hit. Didn't want to be there, did he? Overhit this time. This is a tricky 9 ball. Great potter though.
And he can let the cue ball loose. Can let the arm go. Well, he gets it done. He gets it done. Very suspenseful, but fruitful. He wins the 11th, and he needs just 1 more to advance to the next round. He would be only the 2nd seeded player to make it to the quarterfinals. The first one being Kazabubu from Greece, who beat Justin Sayage earlier today.
plenty of facial expressions.
Yeah, he's very, very extroverted. Not so much the stoic Albin Ouschan, who's trying to be patient, trying to stay positive. Trying to be ready if the chance comes, and he might just need one chance only. A dish and a break and run would be good enough.
Okay. Right, number 12. Joshua Filler to break.
Killer
Needs
Filler
6
to break.
reps to 5.
He's looking to avoid the 4th hill-hill match of today.
Poor cue ball control. No balls on the break.
Now they have both looked at the 1. If it passes the 4, it's tight. And here the number of dry breaks, 3 for Filler. But he has made less unforced errors. That's why he's up, 6-5.
Now the 1 ball does pass the pink 4, as you can see. Electing to play safe this time, and a very good shot.
Yeah, I like that. Very little 1 ball to hit for Filler. 2 sides of that 1 ball.
Extension called.
Covered by the 9 and the 4.
You can see there he keeps pointing with his cue where he wants to hit. 1 rail hit.
Foul.
9 first. Ball in hand, Albin.
Always
Ball in
difficult to hit that type of angle. 1 row kick, and you needed to load it up with right spin. Not saying it wasn't enough, but because it's also dependent on the speed you hit the shot with. Hit it 10% softer and you'd miss it on the other side.
Now the 3 ball doesn't go clean in a pocket, but there is an opportunity of a 3-8 combo. Again, you need to be close to your work.
Looks to have a natural route though, just high with a bit of right. 2 long rails.
And after making the 3-8 combo, the 3 ball would possibly go towards the left-hand rail, because it's not dead straight. So a bit of thought needs to be put into this shot. Do you think he plays a stop shot and tries to bounce the 3 off the side rail?
Well, I would like that for me because it helps me to make the ball, make the 8 ball. And bring the 3 ball into the open.
Yeah, for choice of pockets.
Three to the corner, forward with the cue ball. Doesn't work because the 9 blocks the 4 to the upper left-hand pocket.
Yeah.
He's still weighing up his options.
He's looking at playing the 3 in the
Extension call.
side.
There is a little room, but not enough, I think, between the pocket and the 9 ball to get that cue ball to the short rail.
kind of off that kind of angle, but as Alex said, there's not much room for error. But he's played a beauty here. He's played it in the corner and made an angle, force follow. I like that shot a lot.
He likes it too, I'm sure.
I'm sure Filler doesn't like it.
Nor Pia.
Nor Pia, the wife, manager, cheerleader. Spinning round a couple of rails in perfect position-ish. Helps that the 6 ball's near the 5, so straight isn't a huge issue.
I'd go forward here, but I don't like to roll this. I would try to play like softish stun forward.
Stun run through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you thinking there. Oh,
Stun draw.
He's played for the corner. Are we in for another Hill treat?
Yesterday we haven't seen one match go to 7-5, and this might well turn out to be the 4th Hill match.
We do love a good Hill.
Blood, sweat and tears.
Get them juices flowing. All this was caused from the beautiful safety shot from Albin.
Yeah, he's saving the best for last. He's looking much better than in the beginning of the match. Even though he raced out to a 3-1 lead. Hill number 4 of today. Line and Kopenji went to the hill. Matt Edwards against Konrad Juszczyszyn. They went to the hill. And now Filler and Ouschan. And in all those matches, it was the player making the comeback that won the match.
Albin Ouschan to break, 6 racks all.
So if that trend continues, it's going to be this man.
Swapping over to the right-hand side of the table. But he's had a lot of success from the left side of the table.
Results in the past are no guarantee for the future. An educated guess. Uh-oh.
This is the big problem with changing upsides.
Yeah, you lose feel for the break.
Feel.
Hey, but how do you feel about the 5 ball getting that kiss? Look at the orange 5. Look at the orange 5. All the balls in the open. It's coming out with enough speed, but there, boom. Blocked with the 9 ball.
Albin looks distraught, and Phil is just looking. Can he play the 2 with an angle on the red 3 to play a bump shot into the cluster to then land on the pink 4?
Easy to get that angle, easy to bump the 9. It's all about the thickness of the hit on the 9. Thickness determines the speed you need to play it with.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's no real way he can go in off, is there? If he flicks the 5?
No, but if he hits that, you know, if he plays it with speed and hits it thin, he might travel too far back towards the 7.
He has just pointed at the pocket though, so he feels like it could possibly be on. Tops through the ball. I'll tell you what, he's come out smelling a roses here. Wowzers. How do you like that split, Alex?
Yeah.
Hill.
Took a risk, but he's a risk taker.
Yeah, he didn't really have many options, to be fair, so he made the decision to fire into him.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Better players guess better. Like FRA says, the more I practice, the luckier I get.
He'd love the cue ball to be straight on this 5 ball. Instead, he's got a little bit of angle, so he's got to kill the cue ball.
Yeah, he can drop onto the 9, I think. If he needs a bit of extra brakes on the ball.
Yes, there he can. Now I've seen the overhead. It was obvious. But now he's played a...
He's not out of the woods.
No, he's played a bit of a funky shot there, hasn't he? He just thought, bump the 9, happy days, but...
Happy days, I'm out.
Yeah, the 9 ball's landed in his way. Now he's jacked up, striking down.
And he can't hit it too hard. Cue ball will get away from him.
He might even spin this round off 3 rails, no?
That's what he was looking at.
Wow, the world 9-ball champion. What has he done here? What a mistake. All because he's misjudged the nudge on the 9. Wow.
Extension call.
What a turn of events.
Alex, you're looking deep shocked there.
Oh. I didn't expect it, but then again, it's one of those moments. The finish line in sight.
I'm hoping the...
out of nowhere, in a tight spot.
I'm hoping we can start using that 6 ball now, instead of my miss 8 ball for a few years. Oh. Ooh, a bit shy of pace here, you know.
On the 50-yard line.
I'm sat right behind it. He's in a nasty position here. Wow. Pia Filler, his wife, has got her eyes closed. There you see it. She can't watch. This is thin. Cue ball travelling. He's going to try and avoid the 9. He's controlled it pretty good. I thought it was a little bit thinner than that, but he's judged it well. Now, you don't want to be short on this one, do you?
Just played with the high ball. He's out. And this means if that 9 ball goes down, that Joshua Filler is going to be the 6th out of 7 seeded players to not make it to the next round. A scratch on the break in the deciding rack by Albin Ouschan. Joshua Filler was cruising around the table, but then misplayed his shape on the 6. Missed the sitter with elevated cue action, and Albin Ouschan picking the fruits off of it. And he goes through to the next round, and he'll wait for the winner of Skylar Woodward and Fedor Gorst, who are going to be playing next in the last match of today. And then we'll have the lineup for tomorrow's quarterfinals.